Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. This is Jenga Njero. Now, today we have the Matchmaker show, and you understand the protocol here. Any other time we have a woman on board, the woman is looking for a man. Every other time we have a man, the man is looking for a woman. Today we are having a woman, and I'll be telling you the kind of man she is looking for. But before then, if you're watching us for the very first time, this is the Matchmaker show. We help men and women to get matches. And the moment they get the right ones, they meet their destinies. So you're not lost if you're new to the show. Subscribe, like the video, and don't forget to leave a comment. Also, the contacts of our guest will be on my Facebook page at Jenganjero. So you can follow Jenganjero on Facebook and you'll be getting these updates in real time. Our guest on today's show is Mary Ndongo, a 33-year-old single lady who is working and living in Nairobi. She's actually a consultant in beauty and the beauty industry. So at the age of 33, you could be asking yourself, why is Mary single? What kind of a man is she looking for? And things like that. These are the very things that people want to hear so that they can make up their minds, they can make decisions, and then they can be able to set the precedence for a determinant. Mary Ndongo is a Kikuyu lady who is actually working and living in Nairobi, and she works in the business of beauty. You know, these high-end spas and barbershops. That's where they work. She considers herself to be a traditional woman who is family oriented, grounded in Christian values, and ready for a meaningful relationship that can grow into a long term commitment. You see, every marriage begins with a relationship, and the very basis of measuring on whether that relationship is serious narrows down to commitment. So if that relationship brings commitment, shows signs of commitment, that person is ready for marriage. And that is why she wants a relationship that can grow into a long-term commitment that leads to marriage. She was raised in a very loving and united family. And you see, when you are raised from a loving family, you get your values from that point. So that is where she has always surrounded herself, and she gets support, care, strong values, and all that. She's deeply in love with her parents and siblings, and this is a green flag, ladies and gentlemen. I have always said time and time again, before you date people, ask them, what is your relationship with family? Because if that person can do very well with family members, it tells you that they have very good intrapersonal and interpersonal relationships. So she is deeply in love with parents and siblings, and that has shaped how she views life, relationships, and the kind of peace home can bring to her, even on a day to day basis. Now, because of how she carries herself, she is not materialistic. She is not materialistic, that is. And she carry high expectations, not material, but emotional, because she has seen love, stability, and mutual respect. And that is what she would truly love to envision in marriage. She doesn't drink, she doesn't smoke, she doesn't use drugs either, and she would prefer a partner who lives a respectful lifestyle. You see, when you're on drugs, it doesn't matter whether you're watching me, you're on drugs or you're not. My work is not to judge you, but in most times than not, when people are high, their judgment becomes impaired. Whether you drink or you smoke, it doesn't matter what you smoke, your judgment is impaired. So she would want somebody who has a very respectful lifestyle. She values consistency, emotional maturity, emotional intelligence, loyalty, honesty, and kindness. So these are the things she has. These are the values she has. And it would be ideal if she can see these values in a man. She's looking for a man who is intentional about building a future together, someone between the ages of 35 and 42, a man who is financially stable, emotionally ready, and serious about finding a life partner. If that sounds like you, gentlemen, this is yours. If this sounds like you, she'd love to connect you or to you and get to know you better. So you've heard of who she is. She does not have children, for people who are asking. She has never been married. She's a consultant in the beauty industry. She's working, she's stable. So it is not a big thing to ask for a stable man, because it takes two to build a family. And if two are not working together, if two are not like minded, and this is something I've said time and time again, if you're not financially stable, stop asking for people who are very financially stable. because there will be a conflict of interest. One of you will feel used, the other one will feel like they are not matching up to the standard. Are we getting the point? So if you're financially stable like her, please feel free to contact, because at the end of the day, compatibility is a very important element in the game of marriage. If there is no compatibility, there is no marriage. I've told people that. Okay, yeah, compatibility is the greatest test of marriage. If those people are not compatible, that marriage will be short-lived. And I'm not a prophet of doom, I'm just stating the obvious. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll post her number on my Facebook page at Jeng Angel. I also pin it here on the first comment of the video, so that as many as of those who are interested in marrying Dongo, they can get in touch. There are no limitations to tribe, there are no limitations to countries. So you can be watching this video and maybe you're in a different part of the world, you can feel free to reach out, and maybe one thing will lead to another. And who knows, by the time you're speaking about the next candidate, maybe Mary will be taken. Until then, this is Jeng Anjero. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you watch to the end so that you can be getting some of these updates in real time. If you subscribe, enable the notifications bell. Every other time we release a new video, YouTube automatically notifies you. I'll see you in the next video, ladies and gentlemen.